So this is my favorite stick shift car. Up until now, every sports car I've ever owned has been a 3-pedal. But now I bought this, and it's not a stick shift car, and I love it. So I got my favorite stick shift car, and now I got my favorite paddle shifted car. It wasn't entirely everything I wanted, and the beautiful thing about these Alfas is you can change them because the factory kind of didn't finish it. So I have the 18 and 19 inch wheels in the back of the shop here, and I put the 17 and 18s on because they're very much more forgiving when it comes to the ride, and I don't track the car, so it's all street driving. And I got two 75s in the back, and we got two 45s in the front, which in retrospect I should have got two 35s, but that's easy to change next time. I didn't like the headlights with the chrome in them, so I redid them, took them apart, painted them body color. At least it's close to body color. It depends on how the light hits it, but the chrome is now black. It doesn't look so buggy, I think. And I didn't like the black plastic trim on the car, like on the mirrors, the cheap looking plastic, and then basically from a Fiat 500. And on the back here, if you don't get one of the models with the carbon fiber halo, I did the one piece in a gloss black wrap, and then the other piece in Tiny Bot vinyl, if you've ever heard of that. It's pretty realistic. Not quite the same, but I mean, it's as close you're going to get from a wrap, I think. The mirrors here are not stock. They're power folding. And I got the signal in. I had to make a little adapter there to fit them to the car, but there's no chirp when you lock it, so I wanted some kind of visual other than the lights that I could tell during the day if I was actually locking the car or not. So now they fold in. So it's got power folding signal mirrors on it now. Let's go back to the rear spoiler. That's a Lagos piece for the Spider. It's kind of a ducktail. It goes up in the back. Not cheap, but I like it. And for the exhaust, I did it's actually a finisher off of Ferrari 458 Akrapovic system. I fitted it to this car and used the Koshi, the diffuser, to kind of finish it off. There's a muffler for each one of these outlets. The center one is kind of like a glass pack, straight muffler with a valve in it, and at an idle and stuff, it just comes through that. And when you can open it up all the way with a button, or it also works off a vacuum. Under vacuum and boost, it opens the thing wide open. There's a valve for each outer muffler. There's one, and where the heck is the other one? Right there. Okay. So it's valved. Sounds pretty low, has a low pitch to it. I'll start it up in a minute here. I wasn't crazy about some of the plastic in the interior, so I redid the center console pieces. Actually, I bought junkyard stuff and finished it, and then the stock stuff is up in the bedroom in the house along with the original seats. The original seats are the microfiber ones. They're black. I always wanted one of these with red seats, but apparently there's only 13 in the United States. And every time one goes up for sale, the price is ridiculous. 70, 75,000. So I got one with the black seats and decided I'd make my own out of Giulia seats. Giulia Sport TI. They have the bolster. I might tighten them up over the winter. They're a little loose right now, but it's done. The base of the seats are actually out of a Polaris off-roader. One of those, I guess it's a RZR XP Turbo. And I finished that in carbon fiber. Well, it's actually skinned. The seats are skinned in carbon fiber. These bolsters here are awesome. As far as comfort, even the seats are comfortable. I'm trying to think of anything else before we start it up. That's pretty much it. Custom headlights, power folding mirrors, exhaust, some trim, the seats. All the stock parts are, I saved everything. So they're all on a shelf back here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the intake. The stock exhaust. Springs, yeah, I did iBox springs. Mirrors. There's the intake parts. Catalytic converter. There's Novatech downpipe on it. And it has the Euro compulsion clone ECU in it with the stage 2 tune. So, and this intake, when Lagos sent me the spoiler, they sent me a bunch of stickers too, and I'm not one for sticking those things all over the car, but I found a spot to put the one, and it's back in here. There's it's kind of like a funnel intake, made that out of carbon fiber. You can see the filter there. It just funnels it right into the filter, and there's 2 ports in the back. One feeds the shield, the downpipe on the exhaust, and the other is there because what I'll do, like if it rains, I don't drive this thing in the rain, but if I get caught in it, I'm going to make a little kind of like cover that goes here that blocks anything from getting in there. So the other port in the back is going to bleed off excess air, and then during those times, that's where it can supply the air. So that's that. We'll start this up. Okay. And the other thing was the paddle shifters. Some people put aftermarket paddle shifters on, and they changed the steering wheel. And I wasn't a fan of. I wanted it to look stock, so I took the Giulia paddles and I made them fit. They're actually come out of the. Yeah, I'll go over that more better, but yeah, so they're up here now, and they're fixed to the column. So, here. Yeah, so they're fixed.
They called me a masochist.
And that is, I don't know, that's the way I like it.
Why? Benghazi,
I don't have to worry about where my hands are. They can be anywhere. And the paddles are always in the same spot. I just like it. That's a preference for everybody, but I think it's a cool addition.
At America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Let's turn this off.
Start listening.
Put this in dynamic. Yeah, see, now it's just coming out the center. Just coming out the center pipe here. These ones are closed. And it's quiet, pretty much. But you can push a button. Oh, wrong button. And it gets a little bit louder. I'll turn it on. Yeah, that's quiet. Can't hear the intake noise now, have to drive it, but I'll tell you what, if anyone's familiar with the Euro compulsion, if you do it in this manner where it's kind of funneled, it's like a bullhorn. I mean, it just takes that and amplifies it. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it literally, you can play it with your foot. You can time the shifts. It's just, I have to do a driving video to really explain it, but it's crazy. I've never had so much fun in a little 4-cylinder pea shooter than this thing. I actually have to decide sometimes whether or not I'm taking this car or I'm taking that one. But this one is a lot less pretentious than that one, and most people like it, except for people who can't understand why you would buy a little 4-cylinder turbo when you could have like an M3 or something like that for the same amount of money. But they don't understand because they haven't driven it and seen how much fun this thing actually is. But I'll wrap it up for now. Maybe I can do a driving one, because yeah, that's where it shines. That's where the drama is. So, and that's what I like to call it, drama. Quiet, loud, all the noises amplified. So that's it for now.